If, for instance, you were pulled over and in a parking lot and fell asleep, can an officer arrest you for like being drunk if you wasn't operating a vehicle?
Very good question.
Yeah, that's come up before.
That's a great question, Ms. Brown. And if you pull into a parking lot, if you think you've been drinking too much, you pull into a parking lot because you don't want to be on the road, first thing you want to do, though, is take those keys out of the ignition and put them in the glove box, put them under your seat, put them somewhere you don't have access to them, easily access to them. And then that way, if the police officer arrests you for it, you have a strong argument that, you know, you did everything you could do. You're in a parking lot, you're in a private parking lot, you don't have control of the vehicle, no telling how long you've been there, and you have a good case and a good defense to not be convicted of that.
And also, during the break, you mentioned the vehicle being warm to the touch. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, if an officer comes up and you just pulled in there and the engine is still warm, or it's still running, or you still have the keys to ignition, well, that gives the officer a stronger case to show that you were DUI. But if the engine has become cold, then you argue, no, I've been there for hours. And if they didn't touch the engine or can't show that it was hot to touch, that also helps you in your defense.
So even if you place the keys elsewhere, I mean, that officer could still, if they suspect that you've been drinking, could still arrest you for DUI, right?
He could still, but you have a strong argument that you put the keys away, you did everything you can not to be operating that vehicle on a public highway.